Good evening, Oha. It's good to see you. So, what are we going to play today? Oh, hi. What are we going to play today, guys? I know what I'm going to play. She says as she cracks open a can of a soda. I got the need for speed! Woo! I got the need for speed! And I don't go da 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 da. Oh! Oh, frick. I gotta quickly swap memory cards. Oh, this is getting copyright. This is getting copyright struck. Fuck. I'm getting struck for that. Fuck. Yeah, I'm getting copyright struck for that. Oh well. That was an accident. I swear. I forgot I'd swapped to a different memory card. Alright, let's play something that isn't a fucking toll booth. And then we'll probably come back to this with a better car. Hold on. There we go. Let's go. Also, yep, loud. I think I'm just generally going to drop it to 50% general, because I never find myself wanting for volume in these PS2 games, that's for sure. Looks so good without the brown filter on everything, doesn't it? Me and my friends hate piss filter. Should be dumping all the nitrous at the start, but whatever. Cest la vie. They did relax the requirements for basically stock cars speeding. They did relax the requirements for stock cars, like having no upgrades on beating certain
any more info on that?
Stand by. Vehicle description, we're having a hard time with our translator.
they did have a change of heart when having stock cars beating certain things. So what I'm gonna do is I'll hunt that achievement next run through. Because right now I'm just trying to win everything before I get to Razor, if that makes sense. And of course I'll do it in the Golf, because the Golf is better. Why the fuck did I do that? Now I've lost. That's just lost me the race. Why does it keep resetting me to one fucking heat? Most Wanted keeps resetting me to one heat. Ah, I see. Rage quit punishments. It drops your heat down to 1 if you rage quit. Here's the problem. I'm not rage quitting. I'm on PS2. It can't detect that shit. If you turn the PS2 off, it shouldn't be able to save some data to say, hey, you turned the PS2 off in a hurry. It's probably an emulator bug.
We have an unknown number of Code 6 racers that were just reported last seen heading northbound on Bond Boulevard, requesting all available units to attend.
Got any more details there?
I haven't upgraded the car since last time I played, but yeah, you're right.
I'll head up that way for you.
I've basically finalized the look of my car. That's the thing. The look of my car hasn't changed. Yes, that is a thing that happens. But I've had sessions where I've gone to 5 stars and it's dropped to this exact heat level halfway through heat 1.
Suspect heading east on Hastings Road.
I'm not even in pursuit right now. I've just driven past all the cops.
Units on a pursuit. For your information.
Oh no, I was in pursuit.
Northbound on Bond Boulevard. Containment is to include immediate area and everything west.
They're not chasing me.
Wait up for further info.
I'm not part of pursuit. What the fuck?
My GPS showed a big hole on the east side. Yeah, let's take it down. Let's do it down there.
Literally hit the cop, doesn't get a fucking part of pursuit. And he's fucked me. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. Fucking brilliant. I love this game. They say that after the war, the Nazis vanished without a trace, but battalions of fascists still dream of a master race. The history books tell us of their defeat in 45, but they all came out of the woodwork on the day the Nazis died. They say the prisoner in Spandau was a symbol of defeat, something they would beat. Whatever. I don't know why I'm singing Chumbawamba at this fucking hour of night, but whatever. It just came to me in a dream, she said. Talking about Chumbawamba. You see, that's a way to win the race. Just take a heckin' shortcut. If you meet with these historians, I'll tell you what to say. Tell them that the Nazis never really went away. They're out there burning houses down and peddling racist lies, and will never rest again until every Nazi dies. Fuck Trump.
Requesting all available units to assist out here.
Copy, Sierra 20. I've got ground units clearing up.
No. Yes. How did I win that? How did I win that? Oh my god, I crashed at the end. I nearly threw. I was choking so hard on that. Whatever. Literally go through the police station. Okie dokie.
I lost a visual here, closing in on his last 20. Okay, he lost me. Let's get a quadrant going here, it can't be far.
Officers on the pursuit call. Suspect vehicle was last seen westbound on Lennox Road.
And got him.
Hey, it's Mia. I heard about Razor's bribes. No one's buying it. People are starting to back off. On top of that, I got a contact with the city that just dropped your heat. As far as the cops are concerned...
No, they just dropped my heat. I needed that.
Hey, sweetheart, it's Razor. In your push to get to me, you smoked a lot of drivers that had nothing to do with what happened to you. Now, I know you want me. But hey, I'm gonna tell you something. Most of them guys are willing to do anything it takes to make you pay. You should...
Ah, yeah, the scripted heat loss after Razor turns it up. Yeah, I know. Alright. So obviously, we're gonna do this fucking cockball torture shit. Hooray for manual gearboxes. Fuck off, man. I don't need good shifts, I need traffic luck. That was unavoidable, bastard motherfucker. Ah. hit me into the fucking truck. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Fucking love this game. I wasn't even on that lane! I am not a rage channel. My name is not Professor. We're going to be changing to a slightly different game. One that's not so rage-inducing. One that's not so stupid difficult for no reason. Looks like I gotta change that. What? Yeah. I think Europe was just crash junctions, because as regards everything else, I think I'm at Far East when it comes to races. Alright, Road Rage. Assassin Super then. The problem I have with HD texture packs is they go through the AI and the AI just takes the massive pixels and doesn't inspire itself. It just turns the massive pixels into a bunch of Aztec and fucking lines or whatever. You know, abstract art. That's what I meant to say. Rather than actually something resembling a sponsor. Like, that's the thing with modern day AI models in 2026. They can at least say, oh yeah, this is probably some sponsorship shit. I can make a fake sponsor here. But back in the day, it's like, oh, look at these pixels. They don't look like anything. I'll just make abstract art. If you know what I mean by that. This game is just loud, apparently. Yeah. Fuck. I just realized I haven't been boosting. Yay, double takedown. Let's fucking go. Super high speed, go fuck yourself. Sig takedown, let's go. Sig takedown, let's go. I don't think I've got that one yet. 50 seconds to get 5 tutties. Damage crit? Oh my fucking god. If I hadn't have got the SIG takedown... If I hadn't have gotten the SIG takedown, I would have restarted that. Alright, 8 medals. That was an unforced error! I bet you that's gonna be the difference maker in making it, not making it. I bet you that crash alone. If I crit out before I get to 20, that's why. Fuck off! Fuck right off! Fuck right off with that shit, man! No! Hey, fuck, that was a crit! Oh, you bastard! Double takedown, let's go! Double after touch, okay. And I crashed straight into a psych out, brilliant. Alright. Yeah, okay, that was suboptimal. What the fuck just blew up down there? Oh, he landed right on my frickin' front wheel. Sig! Sig takedown, let's go! I could have dodged the truck, but I thought it'd be funnier if I went into it. Not crit yet. Oh, yes, I am. Fuck off! Again, I can't turn it down. Sig takedown, but fuck me. Oh, that's just fucking irritating is what it is. Oh, I don't intend for this to be a fucking rage stream, man. Ah. Sorry, this game is also pissing. This game is also pissing me off. I'm gonna run off 30. I'm gonna run a minute 30 worth of ads while I pick game. Hi. What the fuck am I gonna play? One second. What? All right. So we're back. Okay. Doki. So, here's what's up. Here's what's up. Eight. All right. This gives us significantly more options. But all right, I've figured out what we're gonna play. a game that's slightly less rage-inducing, but only slightly. I'm just... You know what? Fuck it. You hear that, don't you? Give it a restart. PlayStation! Ancient Air Konami logo.
On your mark.
It's International Track and Field. Run, 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 jump, 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 jump. Okay. International Track and Field. Nexxus from Australia. Run, 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 run. 100-meter dash. 11-second qualifying.
On your mark. Set.
The time was 11.69 seconds.
I didn't qualify. No. $85 meters. Yes, I've got it on hard mode. Deal with it.
First attempt. Foul. Second attempt. Foul. Third attempt.
The distance was 34.12 meters.
It's actually fucking hard. This is actually fucking hard. This is actually fucking hard. Harder than I remember.
First attempt. Foul. Second attempt. Foul. Third attempt. Foul.
Fuck me! Okay, okay, this is actually difficult. But at least unlike the arcade machine, I get multiple attempts.
First attempt. Foul.
Fuck.
Second attempt.
Oi!
The distance was 14.59 meters.
Third attempt. Foul.
Actually sneaky difficult, this game. This game is actually... Well, I did put it on hard, so... I want to get leaderboards of everything. I want to get on the leaderboard for everything.
First attempt.
The distance was 21.97 meters.
Second attempt. Foul. Third attempt. Foul. Set. Ball start.
The time was 13.46 seconds.
I missed! I completely whiffed! I was so far behind! And then I was quick enough to get the final... Oh, I didn't qualify.
On your mark. Set.
The time was 12.31 seconds.
That's a tie, guys. That is a fucking tie. Long jump.
First attempt. Foul. Second attempt. Foul. Third attempt. Foul.
Fucking what?
First attempt. Foul. Second attempt.
The distance
Oh, you gotta
was
press. You gotta press it
2.08
twice.
meters.
Okay. You gotta press
Third
A to
attempt.
start your jump, and then you gotta press A again.
The distance was 5.62.
First attempt.
The distance was 70.12.
Second attempt.
17 might win this.
Foul. Third attempt.
The distance was 12.40 meters.
Still finished back of the pack, but somehow qualified. All right, timing.
Take your mark.
Oh, beautiful turn!
The time was 1 minute.
1 minute flat. Let's go. 1 minute flat. Let's go. Look how close that was.
On your mark. Set.
The time was 17.2.
First attempt. Foul.
I can't go down.
Foul.
Ah, I figured out what I gotta do.
Third attempt. Foul.
Yeah, I don't know what to do about fucking long jump. I don't know what to do with vis-a-vis high jump, so we're just gonna go to discus.
The distance was 30.
Second attempt. First attempt.
This is actually difficult. This is the original esports, you know?
Foul. Attempt. Second attempt. Foul. Third
Would have been sick if it was actually on target.
The
First attempt.
Oh, fuck, that's off kilter. That would have been 50. Let's go.
The distance was
55 meters. Let's go.
First attempt. Third attempt.
I gotta figure this out. I have no idea how these jump ones actually start. I have no idea how to navigate the jump ones.
First attempt.
So we're just gonna go hammer. Ah, that's wrong way.
Second.
I noticed after a while it locks your power in.
First attempt.
the distance was 30. The distance was
Oh, that's actually decent.
Third attempt.
That's actually decent, that 60 meter. Ah.
the distance was 12.
Foul. Foul. Foul.
The distance was 50.
Foul.
I have no idea how to actually do this. Oh, I figured it out. I figured it out. Boy. Oh, I gotta do a third tap. Okay. I gotta do a third tap. Gotta do 3 taps. 1 to plant the pole. Plant. Go. There we go! I reckon I could do 3.7. Fuck it, 4.10. Pole? Jump? Nah. And this is the final one. I'm jumping too early. I don't actually know how to do this jump. How the fuck do you do high jump? Oh, I figured it out. Oh, it game overed. Nah, it's just too fucking difficult. This game was always difficult. As for what we play next, I think you'll be quietly, impressed as to what we're playing next. Yep, it's Colin McCrally!
Codemasters.
And 5 right, into 7 left, into 365 triple left, 5 right, into 6 left, into right angle tri-rectangular triple left U-turn. Eh? Oh no, it deleted my saves. RIP! It deleted my saves. NXD. I love how it goes from 1850 all the way to 2104. How forward thinking. Alright. So... Ford Focus, Mitsubishi Lancer, Toyota Corolla, Subaru Impreza. Automatic Poopy-roo. Looks like dry gravel, no rain, which is fine. Dry into rain. Dry to start, rain to end. Okay. Reasonably long stages. The corners don't look that severe. Ooh, the first part, yeah. Okay. Rough terrain, so... Reduce brake power, soften suspension, and race.
3, 2, 1, go!
Here we go.
6 right and press into long 5 left tight.
And I've immediately fucked the car. Guys, that's Colin McRae. Play laughtrack.exe. What do you mean there's no laugh track? Feel free to clip that rage quit. That was funny. I just fuck me. Fuck me. Yeah, I just don't think I'm having much luck with racing games right now, Oha, and it shows. Hoi. One of these days I'm gonna try and build my own arcade machine to play something on. Or either that or I just buy one. Yeah, it'd probably be an arcade one-up machine, now I think about it. Yeah, it'd be this one, which is, currently on clearance. The problem is, while it's still on clearance, it's still $1,029 fucking dollars. Do I love NBA Jam that much? Yes, I do. I do love NBA Jam that much, and I would totally fucking buy that. Sitting in the corner of my house, you know? But no, again, probably not. It's expensive. Doesn't even come pre-built. You gotta build the fucker yourself, which is crazy. But that'd be sick to sit in my fucking living room. Anyway, as I was saying, back to video games. PlayStation 2. We've got an ad starting in 20 seconds, so... Copy. Add text idles. It's not supposed to say dinner break. There we go. Idle meeting. Don't need the space. Oh. There we go. That works for me. Yep, I'll be back in a moment. One sec, guys, I'm getting some more of that. Coca-Cola. Ah. Break. Up. Country says Sarah Palin, 20. Whoa. Qualifies her mind's eye for the president. Donald Trump, literally a rapist, a president of the United States. What the fuck even is the Estados Unidos anymore, man? America's fucked. Then again, and they say she's in the Class A team, stuck in her daydream. Been this way since 18, and they say the worst things in life come free to us. And it just under the upper hand to sell love to another man. It's too cold outside for angels to fly. To fly, to fly. Who the fuck sung that? Who the fuck sung that? Sheeran? What? Okay. It was literally his debut song. Okie dokie. It's about a homeless woman addicted to crack. I thought it was a drug-related song. Okay. Certainly. Okay. Moving on. They go pretty quick. Yeah, I thought it was meth. I knew it was drug related, but I originally thought it was about meth. But no, it's about... because of all the cold references. But then I realized he's British. They don't call meth ice over there. So, yeah, crack cocaine. Don't endorse that shit. Please do not do the crack. Get help. Power Pros. This is sort of like a prequel slash spin-off. This is the game that Pro Spirit 2026 spun off of. But this is the MLB version. Oh yeah, no, 100% don't buy from JV, they're massively upscaling. You're right, I'll keep an eye on the Facebook. The problem is, actually getting it off of Facebook means transporting it, right? If I can find it new, old stock on fucking eBay... right? EB Games selling it for $1,200. What if I change that to a .au? Not there. Okay. But yeah. It does not appear that I could turn the sound off on this the music off on this game. Yeah, fair. I know the basketball throwing machines, yeah. If I can get the 2-player machine, again, it's $1,200 bucks. You know what? Let's actually get on LibreWolf and have a look at this. If we look at the games menu, what's cheap? Or Buy Wisely? Or Arcade Gamer? Or Hardly Normal? Yeah, $10.95 to $13.59 it looks like. But most of them are. Yeah, they've jacked it up slightly over the past few years. This Ultra series on Arcade Gamer. We go to sports games on Arcade Gamer. Yeah, $10.95. Brand new. That's the thing. 2-player cab. I don't know, I'd prefer a 4-player cab, but they're probably too expensive to ship over here. The 4-player cab's also got the wide-ass fucking thing. But yeah. Yeah, it does look like it's 1200. This one's marked down, but no one's got it's got Wi-Fi online multiplayer and global leaderboards, which is nice, I guess. Faux coindles, all that sort of shit, you know. I would rather just build my own fucking... No, what? I don't know what you're talking about, Nakora. I blanked out, sorry. I mean, I would build my own machine, obviously, but there comes the point of, you know, acquiring a fucking arcade board and connecting everything to that. Unless I wanted to go the MAME route, but I can't discuss that on stream. For various reasons. Not to mention that, you know, it's not necessarily legitimate to go on MAME, if you get me drift. It's not necessarily legitimate. The reason I'd buy the actual, like... No, you don't. I don't know what the fuck I was talking about, you don't know what. My bad. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go check something else, is probably what I meant. You know what? Fuck, it's just a matter of pattern of speech. Ignore it. I fucking... Oh my god. Oh my god. I see what the, yeah. That was the browser. That was just open. See? LibreWolf. When I say you know what, it's more of a fucking, it's more of a vocal stim than anything else, if you get what I mean by that. I know you don't actually know what, but it's just fucking pattern of speech. It's sort of like rhetorical, yeah. Yeah, it's a rhetorical pattern of speech. It's just not something it's not something I've ever actually thought so fucking long and hard about for more than like a moment, because fuck. Yes, shit like that, Oha. You know what's funny? And then I'll talk about something that might not even be funny. It's just, you know, funny and weird or funny interesting, you know? It's just a fucking it's a pattern of speech. Figure of speech, actually, yeah, figure of speech. Pattern of speech, fucking rhetorical question. That's just how I talk. No, it's fine. I actually never realized how, I never realized it could have potential for miscommunication, but now I'm thinking about it. There is potential for miscommunication there because it's not necessarily clear what I'm talking about. So, yeah. When I say, you know what, like that, it's more like, you know what, I'm gonna do something different. Here's something different. It's just I know literally it means something completely different. Yes, everything has potential for miscommunication. That's what I'm getting at. Idiomatic figures of speech are not something I particularly pay attention to, but I realize now that I've never thought this hard about the way I say shit. Oh my god. Okay. Legit though, we're going to... Is that spec 2? That's spec 2 there. Okay. This really grinds my Turismo. What? Where? Let's really grand my Turismo. Fucking hell. I finally unlocked the extreme events, but I don't think I've got enough for the fucking Enduro yet. Yeah, I need 20% to unlock Enduro. And I'm trying to do this all in A-Spec. Why do I have 1040 B-Spec mileage? Oh yeah, no, I know why I've got that much B-Spec mileage. When I complete a series, I let myself B-Spec the series to get money at 10x fucking, I remember now. When I fucking beat a competition, I let myself B-Spec the competition at 10x lengths with hyperspeed in the emulator just to fucking, get money. I get it now, I remember. Driving missions. I can finally do the driving missions. Yay. Not going to. But I could. I've got no randomizer. Okay, no randomizer. Okay. World Compact or World Classic? World Compact, less than 4,000 millimeters. Hyundai clicks. Alright, I know what I'm doing. What do you think is a good car for the World Compact, Jay? Hi. Looks like the Hyundai Clicks I've got's probably the best, compact car. I think the problem with the Clicks is that it's a fucking... Yeah, it's a concept. Will the Clicks run in the fucking World Compact? That's gonna be the question. No, production cars only. So I'm gonna have to buy a fucking compact car. Okay. I think I know what I'm buying. Lupo? Eh, that's German. I'm thinking of something a little more, yeah, this is what I was getting at. Something with a little bit more va-va-voom, if you get me drift. No tuner village, so I gotta actually upgrade this in the tune shop in Pugio. Okay. Racing brakes. No, I don't want the stage 3 turbine. I've probably overbuilt this Peugeot, but meh. Let's put a wang on it. Alright, let's do World Compact. Isera Campionato. Yes. Alright. We ready. We ready. Cool. Seattle practice, let's go. Yes, I'm doing qualifying. Shush. Good old Seattle circuit. Alright. Yeah, see, I got really good at Seattle Circuit by playing Gran Turismo 2000. And mastering that game on Retro Achievements. I know it's just a Taikenban, but... which means trial version in Japanese. This car drives like a fucking dream, by the way. This car drives like a fucking dream. This car drives like a dream. It'll drive even better once I chuck some downforce on it. Because I haven't even maxed the downforce yet. I don't think I have the Gran Turismo fucking texture pack installed right now. I don't think I've got the texture pack installed. I'll have to install it. Either that or it's not reading it. Oh yeah, no, I just don't have it. One, 302, 303. HUD. 384. Yep. Alright, get that downloading. And you'll actually see the changes happen in real time as I get the mod installed. Because I think I've just got the Enthusia texture pack, not the... Anyway, we'll see what position we get, but we're probably bumping straight to pole. Pole, 13 seconds. Holy shit. I did not need to do qualifying, and I did not need to upgrade as much as I did either. It's only gonna get better with all this fucking... Yep, fast is right, Oha. Yep, fast is right. Yep, fast is dang right. Alright, those are downloading now. Sorry, just checking something in another tab real quick. While this ad's on, I'm just gonna check something in another tab real quick. Yep. Okay. Sorry, I'm just replying to something. Sorry, an important message just come through. All right. All right, sorry guys. Ah. Nah, I don't feel like playing this right now. Sorry. Different altar fronting, so yeah. Sorry, different altar. Ah. Sorry guys, I'm just a bit burnt out. Just thinking of what I could play now that wouldn't be too boring for you guys to watch. Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm just ever so slightly busy. So Um, uh, is there anyone online right now? Anyone I know? No one I can really raid with. How many viewers do we have? Only 2. No one I can really raid with 2 viewers. Because I kind of don't want to do the stream anymore, because it's like I have to entertain people. And I kind of want to do my own thing, because I've got a bunch of other stuff happening right now. I just got nerd sniped by something on Nation State, that's all. And, I'm not going to go out there and do that shit right now, I think. Replacements. 301. 302. Just fixing Gran Turismo shit for me right now. 303. And 304. Whoa. Cut U, PCSX2, textures, and aced. Hey. I reckon I might, open up Automobilista. No, I don't want to play that right now. I don't know what I want to play right now, actually. I don't know what I want to play. Yeah, look, I mean, if I'm umming and ahhing so much about staying on stream, then I think it might just be best to end the stream. But I don't want to end the stream because I do want to play something. I just don't know what I want to play. Looks like there's a big update for Zenless Zone 0. So, yeah. Yep, 3.1. Okay, that's a big one. That's a big one. That is a big one. Yeah, that's a big one. So I think we'll play that tomorrow if I stream tomorrow. Might not stream tomorrow. But yeah, I don't know what else I want to play, honestly. I could do Skyrim. I could do Skyrim. I could do Skyrim, right? I could do Skyrim. But if I want to play Skyrim, I want to make that a whole fucking series. So I don't necessarily want to play Skyrim yet. Guess if I do, I make it a whole series, right? But I do have the Skyrim sitting there. Could play Black Desert too. Could play Black Desert. That also works. Mbappe and Jude Bellingham are going to be the FC27 cover athletes. So that's interesting. EA WRC, F125, and EA PGA Tour. I'll download those three. Because I think I should have those three on my drive. And on that bombshell, still figuring out what I want to play. Okay. Yeah. This will be it, right? TW9. There we go. So yeah, we got TW9 we could probably do as well. We're not going to play this right now though. I just wanted to set it up. Considerations are continuing to be made. welcome to Just Chatting, where we watch YouTube shit. Okay. Okay, so I have to put a fucking content classification on now, because we're gonna do a reaction to Friendly Geordie's Data Centers video. Hooray!
AI! It's pretty interesting stuff. Well, not really. But with the global economy this year being held back by the fallout of the Iran war-induced oil crisis, AI investment is basically the only buffer against men with toupees jumping out of skyscrapers. Like, if you were to look at the US, without AI and data center investment, it would only barely be avoiding negative economic growth.
And we all know that the growth must continue at an advanced pace, somewhat akin to literal fucking cancer. We all know capitalism is cancer, right? Because anything that requires an aggressive growth rate is, you know, the definition of cancer, right? Same could be said for Neolithic humanity, but whatever.
Which I found odd. I would have thought that Long John Silver's would have kept the US afloat. Yeah.
Oh, shut up,
I'll
Jordan.
try that when I go there, just to say. Oh. It actually does, Chuck. I am actually going to the US, by the way. Check out these cities and then get tickets to them. Environmentalists are concerned about AI's impact on the environment, probably because AI will fix the environment and fuck their business model. Economists are asking whether the global economy is in an AI bubble. Creative workers are... Look, come on, it's over, creative workers. We were always useless. Now it's just undeniable. As I'm sorry,
Shut
it's
up.
just better. I can see the lines around the eyes.
Shut up,
One thing's
George.
for sure, though. No one's sure what AI will do except make every job redundant other than going on podcasts and saying, nobody knows what AI will do, and that's what makes it so scary. One thing I need to get out of the way right now is that AI is more than just glorified plagiarism / deepfake machines. Not much more. That's about 95% of it. Found out recently that it was used to create photos of me as a divorced father of 2. So, all in all, I think that we should continue investing in the
What the fuck is
divorced father of 2. So, all in all,
Surprise Tote Wolf appearance? Okie dokie.
I think that we should continue investing in the technology so that I may be recast in all flavors of developed world middle-aged depression, such as career took a serious nosedive, and so now I'm on OnlyFans Geordies. That's Bang Bang Geordies for short. Desi Freeman Geordies, who could also take the nickname Bang Bang Geordies, I guess. Permanent sex tourists in Southeast Asia Geordies. They're all just subgenres of Bang Bang Geordies. Squash Manager Geordies. And of course, Friendly Geordies in the all-new remake of 90210 is the sexy new teen in town. Why is the sexy new teen always 40?
Ha! Torga Wolf, go back to fixing Russell's car! Oh
But here's
no!
today we're going to be talking about data centers, which are AI adjacent, but really, as the name suggests, they're basically just warehouses for data, which is the backbone of society. As much as you might just hear the word...
I'm sorry. I have to pause the stream for this. Congratulations on level 90, Ohio Git. You are the first one there. You are number 1 by miles. Country miles. Ohio Git is the channel's OG. He is the best person here. My best friend, and I love him.
data center and think that it has an evil boogeyman connotation to it. You literally cannot run society without them now. I mean, if you're going to argue that we should just stop AI altogether because of all the pain that it has unnecessarily caused in family group chats, I'd be happy to sacrifice all the improvements in medical diagnostics, pharmaceuticals development, even infrastructure management, just to spare the pain of explaining to your nan for the billionth time that no, they didn't teach animals how to ride bicycles. Only the one on the tricycle is real, as four-legged animals have balance issues, Nan, you stupid bitch. I too am concerned about the impacts of AI in education and job security. Well, ChatGPT just told me to say that to sound relatable. I'm actually not at all. Really, when Elon Musk said, the best we can hope for is to be AI's pets, I thought, but we can't just stop AI. Turning our backs on AI is akin to us turning our backs on the internet 20 years ago because it could be used for evil purposes. But as we all learned, it could also be used for altruistic ones, like secretly filming men going into gay saunas and then blackmailing them. And imagine how easy it'll be to blackmail gay men when you can just make up that they're at the sauna to begin with. That's the economy we're ushering in.
That's
we
stupid.
Could go
I
through
hate
latest
it.
national AI plan, but this basically sums it up. That's it. The old theme to Beyond 2000 is indistinguishable from the National AI Plan. You can read it, but that's basically what it says. Did somebody say driverless trains? Whoa, there it goes. I can pad out the vision of what that future looks like, but to do that, I'd have to talk about South Australia yet again. Should I? Audience, vote now. You have selected yes. A wise choice, virtual audience.
Oh boy.
No, you didn't actually press that button. But you know, data centers will make that a reality. In our South Australia video, we noted that all the renewable energy South Australia is generating is going to attract AI data centers, and lo and behold, fuck me, one of the only things this channel has ever correctly predicted. Early June, the Nasdaq-listed tech firm Iron announced that they would build a $10 billion data
That's a
center
lot
in
of
Bundy,
investment
this
in
beehive of
Australia.
human
That's
activity.
ridiculous.
If built, the Iron data center would easily be the largest data center in Australia, but of course, like all things the Chronically Online think are cool, local communities made up of people that think human connection is some sort of pathetic substitute for knowledge about the game Magic the Gathering and hentai. They find the notion of data centers unsettling, spurred on by horror stories of data centers in other parts of the world. Mogadishu, for example, is another part of the world, but a part that is actually relevant to the point that I'm trying to make is Ireland. They saw a proliferation of data centers in their country that ended up sucking 22% of their total energy supply. Communities in the US are also turning against data centers that, on top of drawing massive amounts of energy, a lot of them seem to be making that same background sound you hear whenever Trump takes a press conference in front of Air Force One.
You're talking about a country that has been evil for 47 years.
That's their life, just that sound. You see those reports and you understand why people are starting to freak out here in Australia, but here's my retort. Once you get used to the sound of Air Force One, you'll wonder have you ever lived without it. But it's also important to note, you can set up anything poorly, even something as simple as a sewerage system. Mumbai, for example. London in the 1800s. The furry convention, rainforest. Nothing triggers my hyper-autistic annoying audience.
Fucking damn it! Did they have to mention rainforest? Oh my fucking god, Jordan.
More than my disdain for nuclear energy, but I'm on record. I hate it almost as much as I hate those orders, but my major gripe with it is that I don't trust the public to routinely elect competent governments that are interested in properly regulating that industry for the next 700 million years, particularly when the public routinely elect governments that cannot make it any clearer. They run on wanting to poorly regulate. And yet even I, a clear technophobe who reads the Unabomber's manifesto and immediately thinks, your ideas intrigue me and I wish to subscribe to your newsletter, but I don't have the guts to pick up any mail from you. Even I don't have a problem with data centers. What's the worst thing that can happen? They're built in a bunch of teal electorates and you have a ton of Mrs. Lovejoy screaming for all eternity?
Make him stop! Make him stop!
And it's on this that we go to an ad break. Yeah, the ads are starting shortly, so there we go. We got 90 seconds. I'm going to use this opportunity to get more... Oh, wait, I just realised I drank the last of the cold sodas, so... Idle meeting. That's what we're going to do. We're going to have an idle meeting. Ciao. don't even love anymore in this hole. Oh, oh, oh. Nobody west for the wildness. Alright.
I'd love that worst case scenario. That worst case scenario is my best case scenario. And I don't understand why all the ex-chuds out there are fear-mongering on data centers when first off, master forbids it. But second, look at the type of person who's against this.
This is a horror, this thing. And the poor people who are living just inside the residential area, just opposite Miles Road, those houses not going to go down in value, they'll be worthless.
Great to see the ABC, as usual, spending their $1 billion a year to air the grievances of exclusively Arnhem Land or Artarnum. But ex-chuds, what are you doing? You want to trigger the libs, right? Do what you do on every other issue and do what Elon Musk wants. This is a triple threat. It's got everything that annoys society's most annoying.
Oy vey.
Oh, they're changing the character of the neighborhood! And of course, the all-time classic, airplane noise! Come on, it's the mean bullshit gripe of those communities amped to the absurd nightmare level of permanent airplane noise! And all the while it's making Elon Musk richer. Come on, that's 3 for 3. It doesn't get any sweeter than that. Look, admittedly, a big reason why I could be so pro big data is just... And it's for that very reason that you can just tell that this is going to be the whinger's next whinge. They are already going into overdrive to concoct this huge corporate conspiracy to make their electorates not have to admit to themselves that the only reason that they actually give a shit about this is I liked it better when there was a fish market there. Here's what the Greens have to say on it.
These companies are coming to Australia because they see that we are cheap pickings, and that's because the governments, state and federal, are just rolling over. And at the end of the day, it'll be the community that carries the burden.
It's incredible. I really think if you're a Greens or One Nation senator, you can go your entire career without ever reading a single word in any government document ever. In fact, you can get by knowing just one English word. All you have to do is get your little Fantasy Island staffer to watch when the Prime Minister comes into Canberra on Qantas. And then if you're One Nation, before even hearing what that announcement is, you rush on down to the Sky News journos. Woke! Or if you're Green, you run over to the ABC office. Neoliberal! Like, remember the budget? The budget. The one where Labor took out 3 massive billionaire cancers all at once. Capital gains, negative gearing, and family trust. And the Greens' response to that exact budget was...
The Treasurer describes this budget as ambitious. Maybe if you're a billionaire.
I mean, fuck AI being a threat to their jobs. You could replace the leader of the Greens with an answering machine. Billionaires?
True.
Billionaires? Billionaires? I would love to see Sarah Hanson-Young explain how the fuck Australia, a country that levies much higher corporate taxes than our immediate competitors in the region and under Labor actually enforces those taxes harder than anyone else in the world, has some of the strongest environmental protection laws in the world, has some of the most stringent building codes and workers' wages in the world, is, quote, cheap pickings for data center operators. How dumb does your world have to be to think that Silicon Valley looked at the slew of developing nations where environmental and building regulations are just guidelines, and even if a court did actually try and enforce those guidelines, if you just bribed the judge and thought, Malaysia, Philippines, those seem like tough nuts to crack. No, we'll go to Australia for the cheap pickings. He seriously doesn't seem to understand the actual reason they want to come here, which is that we have a lot of cheap renewable power, as Industry Minister Tim Ayres points out.
Currently, data centres use about 2% of Australia's electricity. As we head past 2030, about 12% of Australia's electricity is the forecast demand. That is an enormous opportunity to use that investment to drive additional electricity generation, new transmission, and to use these centres to support demand management in the grid.
We're actually going to do it the right fucking way.
Greens, a party that, despite virtue signalling about how much they love renewable energy, they are the precise reason Australia is 10 years behind where we could have been in the energy transition. And the proof of that is that data centres are banging on South Australia's door, who are 10 years ahead of the rest of the nation, precisely because they never had the Greens in their parliament fucking it up. Like,
the Greens fucked up the emissions trading scheme, and I'll never forget them for that.
Let's just look at this issue without the Greens' boilerplate arguments that they chuck on every human development, from data centres to duck ponds. Data is the new oil. This isn't even a comment on AI. This is just how massive tracts of the economy are transported. It's honestly the 21st century's airports. And yet here we have that massive recession-busting industry begging to hand Australia yet another massive world-leading economic advantage on a platter that personally I don't want to see squandered, like Labor's plans for EVs, Labor's plans for renewables, Labor's plans for the national broadband network, all of which were totaled by the same smug shitheads on the crossbench that ruined every last one of the aforementioned bounties, i.e. the Greens and the Malcolm Turnbull Liberals. The brand Liberal is so toxic that they would seriously prefer to be rebranded. I'm not making this up. This is what a couple of those independents just did. They rebranded as CSA. You know, the same acronym for child sex abuse. Fuck me, because I'm of consensual age. Like, what are their points here? Oh, they don't generate many jobs. So, that's what the NDIS is for. Data centres are there to generate revenue for programs like the NDIS, which, by the way, what was the Green solution to funding the NDIS again?
This budget could have included a gas tax, which would have raised $17 billion.
Oh, that's right. Keep gas exports going. That's literally what the head of the Greens is saying. You tie gas revenue to infinite programs like the NDIS, and what does that encourage? More gas. Forever. We explain how in the video Hot Air, and
that's another thing too.
Basically the same lines Liberals used to pull of, no, it's a transition, not energy, transition source of funding, until we have other monies. Here's the other monies. This industry, forecast to be worth $1 trillion within a decade. This is with recent setbacks, mind you. Extremely good candidate for replacing gas revenue, crucial to building the green tech future. What's the Greens' response? Moratorium on that. Huh. What do we do for money again? Gas. Unimaginable that the Greens of all parties would have said this even a year ago, and the reason that the party of ending fossil fuels tomorrow now want fossil fuels to go on forever, again, it's all in the video Hot Air. The tax gas campaign was completely concocted by a billionaire-funded think tank to suit that billionaire's business model, and purely because the money that was pumped into that sham of a campaign had populist momentum behind it, the Greens abandoned 30 years of supposed principles because they have no principles other than wanting to keep their seats. Should have been apparent to everyone when they fucked up the energy transition. Self-admittedly for votes, it's all in here. Meanwhile, Labor is actually doing what the Greens purport to be so concerned with, which is transitioning to the green tech future faster than virtually any other country.
I know he's a Labor shill, but the fucking points he's made about the Greens as of late have been on par, because taxing gas ties all our funding to that gas tax. The Greens don't even realise that.
Data centres will be a massive part of that transition, as not only will they be key to solving all sorts of environmental problems facing Australia, everything from agricultural waste management to resource distribution to fixing climate change. The huge amount of processing these facilities are capable of, I'm willing to bet, are going to be better at fertiliser maths than any farmer on Earth. But it goes further than that. As the world has repeatedly shown us, you cannot rely on the old alliance patchwork that we have been relying on since the Second World War.
America's fucked, that's why.
Constantly bitches about Trump, while constantly stealing from his playbook. We're putting a moratorium on data centers until we can figure out what the hell is going on in there. And you want to leave all the data processing that will be as critical as fucking oil was to the 20th century to them. Leave that crucial part of our economy to their good graces. Just imagine how ridiculous that would be to say that with 20th century infrastructure. I don't want any seaports. The sea ships will ruin my seaside views. Just let the British look after us. Oh wait, the Liberals actually did do that in the 20th century. And the 21st century. Twice. And the Greens are arguing that's not enough. Let's do that again, using the same shitty Australia Institute template argument that they used for the gas tax. Insert country has insert thing, only this time, here's the twist. Insert X thing is bad.
We can't afford to be playing catch up the whole time, and that's why we need a moratorium on the construction of these hyperscale data centres, the really big ones that the big companies want to put here.
It's honestly like telling a bus company that wants to set up shop here. A bus company? Yeah, no, I've seen some pretty terrible buses when I was in Vietnam, so it's a no. I mean, you want any more proof of whinge merchants are circling around this issue to make it then you whinge. How's this headline from Pocock? We cannot let data centres be a repeat of the great gas scam. They're not exactly making it subtle, are they? What's his angle?
We need to stare them down and actually say, you can come here, but these are the not voluntary expectations, these are the actual laws, and this is how we're going to get a return, because we've got to be thinking what is good over the decade, 2 decades, not just what's going to prop up GDP for the next few years.
You know what I've noticed, having been forced to watch so many of the crossbenchers' media appearances now? 95% of what they say really can be defeated with just 3 magic words. You ready? That's already happening. We need strong action on migration. That's already happening. We need to move away from fossil fuel. That's already happening. Data centers really need to be regulated. That's already happening. Won't be happening.
I mean, yeah.
Nothing happens because of him. His entire business model is pretending it's because of him, stating the painfully obvious capital gains and negative gearing need to be reined in, but the government is too gutless to do anything about it. Government does something about it. Guys, I did it. They buckled because I made a couple of Instagram posts about it. He seriously thinks that?
Yeah.
How narcissistic can you get? Then, as soon as his billionaire donors wanted him to carve out concessions in the capital gains reform for them, okay, I won't make a couple of Instagram posts about that. He's doing the same thing now, acting like the government isn't going to regulate data centers despite, say it with me, that's
Already happening.
They've set up an inquiry into it, and as usual is exploiting the gap between an inquiry being announced to when the findings of that inquiry are announced to pretend to his audience of talk zombies when it is announced. Guys, my Instagram posts have done it again. I mean, he's obviously trying to make this his new gas tax grift, but it's not going as smoothly. Even him acknowledging the basic reality that AI might have some economic utility, that's pissed off his core audience of failed Triple J bands complaining, fuck, AI's making better music than we are. Yep. It's never hard. Very easy to whip the public into a frenzy when your donors have given you a blank check to go ham on another set of billionaire donors, but to keep the t-shirts and jeans faction of billionaires, the bankroll cock and the cockless happy, when they're the ones getting regulated this time, his donors would absolutely be getting rich off of data centers. So to keep them happy and the Teal's white-collar $150,000 a year to answer emails voter base on edge by stoking their, justified in both senses of the word, fears of being replaced. That's going to be a tough rugby ball to spin. Good luck with that one, Dave. The Greens again making the fatal error they always make, which is, guys, if you're going to be professional bullshitters, be like Pocock. Just say vague shit. You make the same mistake every time. You say something really specific, and all that does is expose that you've got no fucking clue as to what your job actually is. Get ready for this. They claim that Labor's national AI plan is.
I think the idea of putting down some principles makes sense, but this has got to be legally binding. And this can't just be, you know, hoping that the AI companies do this of their goodwill.
It's the latest instalment of the Greens not understanding the basics of government, even though it's taught in Year 6. At this point, I honestly feel embarrassed for them. This is just like their dumbass points on freezing rents and their absolute con of a 50-cent public transport fares nationwide rollout policy. These are state matters. You are in federal parliament. Time and again, they make it abundantly clear they do not know the difference between state and federal powers, and yet they have the deciding vote on everything that ever goes through on a federal level. It's honestly terrifying. Most of the technical stuff, water, building approvals, electricity, it's all state. Where in every Labor-controlled state, it is being regulated. Sorry, as always, Queensland, but that's entirely your fault, so I'm not sorry. They don't understand that the reason that the federal government has expectations.
This is why I hated when we lost the election. I genuinely despise Dave Crisafulli. And the sad thing is, he's not even that obviously corrupt. Dave Crisafulli could win a second fucking term on the backs of the preferences of one nation. And that's horrid. That'd be fucked.
And hasn't legislated those expectations is because their job.
One nation might end up in fucking parliament in Queensland. How scary.
Is to have expectations. What they are doing is signalling to the states, this is the direction we want to pull the nation, and you would be wise to do it, as this isn't our opinion. We have collected the wisdom of over 250 experts in this field, while you have Captain Brain Damage over here pretending. We need to ask the bigger question. What is this all for? And how did the Australian people benefit from it? Yes, I'm sure these 250 that have already been consulted with and are continuing to be consulted with haven't already asked this massive galaxy brain question and supplied answers with detailed specifics that you don't even have the cranial capacity to comprehend, because while they were studying computer science ethics at a PhD level, you were getting your head bashed in by a Tongan. I'll give you one example of how redundant these confected concerns are. That agreement Iron signed with Electronet gives them 4-feeder exits at the Bundy station that can support up to 800 megawatts of power without requiring network upgrades. The upgrades you need to hook hyperscale electricity consumers such as data centers to the grid are exactly what holds back many other data center projects. Furthermore, the location is also an ideal location for a data center because Bundy is a transit point. Data centers to the grid are exactly what holds back many other data center projects. Furthermore, the location is also an ideal location for a data center because Bundy is a transit point in the new Project Energy Connect link that connects New South Wales's energy grid with South Australia's energy grid. Why is that important? Well, in order for an electrical grid to function, electrical grid managers literally have to ensure at all times that the energy supply matches demand. If you have too much energy, you either need to store it or export it to other markets. In this case, the Iron Data Center will stabilise hourly energy consumption in the state, placing less pressure on battery storage and transmission networks to deal with the surplus energy generation. Do you see the big brain moves that are actually being made here, while you have dopes like Pocock saying, guys, we need to think about the bigger picture. What's the bigger picture? Me bitching on Instagram about things I don't understand. You know, the real big brain moves. Because it's situated along the Project Energy Connect link, the state energy grid has the added option to export surplus energy to New South Wales. In fact, that whole area is set to become a special area with the right grid infrastructure to accommodate industrial projects that will become massive consumers of electricity. This is how big picture they are thinking. Again, that's already happening. They're already thinking about how to use it to speed up our energy transition, but also positioning it in the perfect place to speed up the greater green tech economy. 3 birds with 1 stone. Now, if you add a hyperscale consumer to the energy grid and negotiate the right terms, one added benefit of that is that they share the cost of all future upgrades to the grid with other consumers. So in short, the odds are this project will probably be a highly successful case study of how other data centers can be built without harming the environment or nearby communities and cut your fucking power bills at the same time, while Pocock pretends for attention. Oh, look at how much energy it might use. I often wonder this about crossbenchers. Their entire job is redundant, yeah? So to keep their job, they essentially have to make up boring conspiracy theories. That's their real job. Is the ego boost that you get from ABC Radio asking you what you think about things that you know nothing about really worth fucking over the nation's future? Like, seriously, David, why don't you just bring Long John Silver's here and then be the mascot? Now that's building Australia's economic future. Ugh. In Tasmania, Firmus wants to build a $2.1 billion data centre in Launceston, which, if you're in Launceston, I don't think that you're in the position to turn down $2.1 billion of anything. If they wanted to set up a portal to the netherworld and monsters came out and started feasting everyone in the town, I'd say yes to that in the hope that it spurs on tourism to see the thriving human ventriloquist industry that it will create. Yet somehow, the same people that coexisted with zinc and metal smelters for their entire existence as a town are now afraid of data centres that run on renewable energy and, worse, consume a few Olympic-sized swimming pools of water a year, unlike good old-fashioned metal smelters which consumed a mere 2,000 Olympic swimming pools a year. But on top of that, oh my god, industry consumes more water than residential. Cuz I never knew that, eh? This is seriously a revelation to the people with a deciding vote in the future of this country. Fuck me. Wait until they find out about cotton. I don't know why people like Pocock pretend to be so concerned about an industry that may balloon to, get ready for this, 17 gigalitres of water by 20...
Alright, that's enough of this. We're just gonna watch True Journal.
So this game is basically Hearts of Iron 4 now. We literally can see units fighting each other. Not only that, but we also have an easier way to find the different wars happening on the map. So this is obviously a World War II world with multiple theaters. Of course, the big one's going to be in Europe. Right now, the demilitarized zone is acting as a vassal state to Germany, so they're just going to basically annex that. And the Mustache Man's going to kick off this next great war. So we begin this scenario, of course, with the Italians attacking Ethiopia. Also with the USSR beginning to integrate all of their Soviet puppets. And holy crap, I guess the Soviets are just going to invade the Poles without even Germany's help. Dude, this
game. What is this game? What is this game? Dummy Nation. They've had some big updates to Dummy Nation.
These flags, this changes everything. This is so crazy to see. Look at this. It's like you can see all the little dudes dying down there. And the Soviets are just slowly but surely grinding down the Poles. We also have the Malaysians going after the Dutch East Indies or vice versa. And the
So Dummy Nation on Steam is $15. This is an old... No, it's not Dummy It's not domination.
US is apparently fighting Japan, so that's already kicking things off. I'm really invested in this Soviet war. Like, can the Poles hold them?
Oh, it's Ages of Conflict. World War Simulator. Okay, yeah, it's Ages of Conflict, World War Simulator, okay.
Back. Obviously, the Soviets are just like, well, right now they're just allied to Belarus and Ukraine. They're not all a part of the same entity, which keeps the USSR from getting, well, too powerful, but at the same time, they're still really powerful. The US have land. Oh, they're actually being surrounded by Japanese forces in the Philippines. Who the heck is even that? We also have Portuguese, well, what is it? Portuguese Angola versus, what? This is French Equatorial Africa. Okay, yeah, so the French African Republic, the French Empire is here in Africa, obviously. This looks like a really big Iceland. Why is Iceland look so big? So once again, the Poles have survived an attack from the Soviets. They're gonna keep their independence, and they actually don't look all that bad. I think they lost a little bit of pixels, but not too much. I love that I can actually keep up with the peace deals and all the wars that are happening. There's a lot of wars happening in the other fronts around the world. Holy crap, what is going on? There's a lot of little noises. Costa Rica's conquered by Nicaragua. Okay, a lot of things happening in Central America. Well, Mexico's rolling into Central America. A lot of people dying. You can see that.
But yeah, we could just watch Drew all fucking day, honestly. Fantasy President Simulator. No, okay, yeah, okay. No, we're noping out of Drew. There's too much yeah, nah. Give me a moment while I quickly... Hoi. I don't know, man. I think I'm just gonna... Been 2.5 hours. You know what, Oha? One of these days, we're gonna have to download fucking Rocket League again, right? And then get ourselves ranked, because they've started a new season. And then we can go fucking, play pairs again, huh? I think we might do that on Saturday, Oha. Just play Rocket League pairs. I'll start grinding up my own, because I think I've got Rocket League installed. Where are Rocket League replays kept? Where are Rocket League replays kept? Documents my game Rocket League tag game demos. How many replays can I upload a day. $10 per day, $70 per week. Okay, that's fair. I'd better check I don't have any... Oh, I should probably flick to this while I change game. I have no Rocket League save file. Okay. One sec, guys. Hoi. Sorry, guys. Fucking tutorial ass shit, man. Alright, I got plenty of fucking challenges and shit. Alright. Oh, 4 hours for the weeklies. Okay. Then I got seasons. Musical Unity and Jinsey Light. Okay. Okay. Gold to gold. Season 21 bronze. Okay. I know for Octane they got the World Cup livery. But I'm gonna stick to my mass immune. Oh yeah, that's right, I got the fucking beamed up thing. Otaku. Ask Wheels. Could do Jet Engine or Fair Lady Z, but I was going Ask. Dark Saber Boost. Royal Crown Topper. Gilded Skull Antenna. Yeah. Alright, Rocket Pass. Item Shop, which I don't have any fucking C shit, because I don't care. 2v2 Heat Seeker second chance. Yeah, I'd have to get 10 wins at Bronze Rank to advance. Okay. I still have my fucking MMR, so what I am gonna do okay. Okay. I don't think I'm big enough to need to anonymize my name. Cause yeah, I don't think I'm big enough to get fucking stream sniped, so I think I can just leave that shit off. I don't really need no performance summary. I know I've got my custom camera that I set a while ago. Oh, hey, Silvers. Hi, Silvers. Sorry. I, didn't see you join, Silvers. My bad. Leave that open in the other tab, then. Sorry, I'm having trouble with Firefox at the moment. Oh, fuck Firefox! Don't do this on me! Firefox! Please no! There we go. Ah, frick, man. Sorry, guys. Come on. Sorry, I'm having computer slowdown issues right now. Sorry, I'm having computer issues. There we go. Cool, ranked 1v1s. Here we go. Utopia Coliseum Gilded. Alright. $120 frames. This lag, man. It's fucking lagging. I won't abandon, but I am genuinely lagging. I haven't lagged this much since my fucking, fuck me. No, I'm genuinely lagging. 200 ping. It's fucking put me on the US server is what it's done. I haven't lagged this much since fucking Rocket Superliga. Or Online Soccer League, or whatever we called it, back when we had that international league. With me some friends. I don't want to rage quit though. Yeah, nah, I'm not having fun. I'm not having fun. Sometimes it's best to just FF, guys. Change playlist. Comp. Specifically Oceania only, please. Whatever. I'm done with stream at this point. Yeah, look, I'm just gonna fucking hang out in Discord in the VIP area. I'm tired. I'm not tired, I'm just fucking agitated, and I just don't feel like playing the game anymore. And I get fucking matched up the moment I press the X button. I fucking love that. Oh, I'm heading off. I'll see if I can raid anyone. I'll see if I can pass the... I'll see if I can pass the frickin'... Hold up. One more. See if I can raid someone. Yeah, nah. Alright, ciao.